President Biden and Donald Trump could become their party's presumptive 2024 nominees today. That's if they win primaries in Georgia, Washington State, and over in Mississippi. Hawaii is also holding its GOP caucus. Georgia is drawing a lot of the attention, though, as it's really the only battleground state voting today. And that's where we find CBS News campaign reporter Taurean Small. Taurean, both, former President Trump, current President Biden are expected to win their Georgia primaries today, so no major surprise or headline there. Beyond that, then, what should we be paying attention to when it comes to specifics and what voters really want?
Yeah, Errol, two things. One is turnout. The COO for the Georgia Secretary of State held a press conference today forecasting a pretty paltry turnout or voter participation. He believes that fewer than 700,000 people will cast ballots today. To compare that to 2020's Democratic primary, where we saw over 1,086,000+ votes casted that time around. And he explains this as probably a lack of interest in this contest because it's no longer competitive. Like you said, most likely Donald Trump will win. It's expected that he'll win the primary here and then go on by the end of the evening to secure the delegates needed to become the presumptive nominee. Of course, he'll have to go to the convention to pick up the official nomination for the party. But same thing with Joe Biden there. The second thing that we're looking, though, is to see any rhetoric around election integrity. That same official from the Secretary of State's office pretty much threw a veiled shot at Donald Trump for his previous claims in 2020 about the state of the elections here. This is what he had to say earlier today.
We can't take mistakes and blow them up into conspiracies. We know there are people who do that. There are grifters who gain from that every single day. But Georgia's always focused on security first, and Secretary Raffensperger's made that a key to how we run elections in the state.
Grifters is one of the, harsh, fiery rhetoric that we've seen Republicans here use as it comes to defending election integrity here. Again, this is a battleground state. Quite a few votes here, just a few votes here that can really change the sway of an election. Fewer than 12,000 votes was all it took for Joe Biden to win in 2020.
Yeah, Taurean, that's razor thin, right? Georgia voted for Trump back in 2016, and Biden narrowly won, as you mentioned, by fewer than 12,000 votes. What specifically then makes this state so competitive, and what are voters telling you are the top issues that will drive them to the polls this year?
Yeah, what makes the state so interesting, there's about 30+% black population here. That's a crucial voting bloc to Biden's, successful 2020 coalition. Getting minority voters on board with him and his mission here for re-election is crucial, but also not an easy task to do this time around. He's also facing opposition and an anti-protest movement that we've seen around the country, really starting in Michigan, where over 100,000 voters there voted uncommitted, and then that trickled down throughout the states. North Carolina, for example, 80,000 voters there decided that they didn't want Biden, and this is all centered around his stance on Israel-Hamas's war. I talked to organizers in this state that say that they're looking to follow that lead, although they can't tell their voters to vote uncommitted here. They're telling voters to leave that ballot blank when it comes to their presidential pick. How that would work is a bit complicated. Yes, their ballots would be tallied, but no vote will go to an uncommitted or no preference. It'll just be blank, and Joe Biden will essentially secure the state for the Democratic primary here, but it'd be subtracted from those votes that was voted blank.
Okay.
Hard to explain there, Errol.
No, you did it well, Taurean. We appreciate it. There's a lot going on down there in Georgia. Taurean Small, thanks very much.